buddy Matt.
What up?
We used to work together. He's a veteran, pretty cool guy.
Marco.
Real outdoorsman. He's always riding bikes, going on hunting trips and stuff. And I couldn't believe it. He recently shared on social media the story of the moose attack, and I haven't really got the full story from him. So just wanted to do this video. So tell us what happened.
Cool. Well, it was a fluke. So we've got a little trail. It's a mile loop right from the house, and I haven't been able to get Huxley to actually do it all summer yet. So we've done it in the wintertime, but he hasn't done it in the summer because there's so much other things that we keep looking at, different bugs, and we start counting bugs and seeing how many we can get to, yada yada yada. Long story short, we've never been able to make that full 1 mile loop yet.
With your 3-year-old, right?
Yeah, so he's 3.5, and
you weren't even going to bring a gun initially, right? You brought it the last minute.
Dude, the last minute. So when we go to walk out the garage, I realized we got to get our bear bells on because I normally have my dogs with us, and they have their bear bells on. So I go and reach over to the dog bear bells and go to put them on, and Huxley has sweatpants on, so I had no way to connect that bear bell to, nothing on his shirt, and so we went and grabbed my old, I just saw it, my old army belt is actually his belt, and so he went and he grabbed his belt and we put his bear bell on, got mine on, started walking, and as I got on the driveway I realized I needed my bear spray, but something said, if you're that worried about bears, go grab the gun. And so came over, grabbed my Hill People gear, runner's kit bag, and
can you show us that?
Yes.
I just recently did a video where I talked about the Ruger Alaskan 44 Magnum as one of the top 6 guns you should have in Alaska, and it just so happens that that's one of the guns that you have. And for some reason, I thought you had a 9mm shield. I forgot you had this thing.
So this is actually my first gun that I ever bought when I got stationed up here in the Army, originally 2008. My first fishing experience at Bird Creek, we went fishing low tide, just 3 Joes. Don't know what we're doing, and we pull up at low tide. It's 1 o'clock in the morning or so, and we're trying to get our lures on, and then we start hearing the rustling behind us in the grass, and so it was a bear, and then 2 dudes that were fishing, where it said, "Don't stop making noise," and so then I yell, "I love fishing," and they come over to us, and the bears go away. And he goes, "You guys need to get a gun." So the very next day, I drove to Sportsman's warehouse and I said, "What kind of gun do I need to protect myself from bears?" And they said the Ruger Alaskan.
Awesome. Good choice. And then you had the Hill People kind of chest fanny pack deal?
Yeah, so Hill People Gear is a super small company. I don't even know where they're made. I think they're in Utah, maybe. And basically, everyone always calls it my Manny Pack because I've been wearing these for years. So this is actually my outdoor one that I carry with my bear gun. I have the runner's one.
Oh, with the Mick holster thing in it.
Yep. And so this one is for when I'm carrying my other one, but it looks like a fanny pack but on your chest, and so it's really easy to draw from, it's comfortable, it's small, and then best of all, I mean, it's basically concealed because people don't suspect it to be a chest holster.
Right.
Yeah, so I came and I go to grab a gun, and I go to check, did I reload, because my gun actually got confiscated from APD.
And you shot the moose in the middle of town, right?
Yeah, when we turned around, because I saw a car accident and I thought it was a human, like a drunk person falling into the road, getting hit by a car, turned around and ended up being a moose. And after we waited for about 45 minutes, came home, grabbed my gun, because there was, at that point, about 20 people all standing around. The mom moose earlier was charging back out the baby moose, and then these stupid idiots were taking video of her in the road, into her, and then ended up getting into a crosswalk. And so all these cars that were turning left had to go down a one-way road. It was just chaos. So anyway, I put the moose out and took all these people and property, and my gun was taken away. So anyway, when I grabbed it, I was like, wait, did I put those 2 rounds back in that I had used last fall?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't, so I had to go grab the spare rounds, put them in, got my 6 loads, and then we took off and we went on our walk.
And then it just came.
We still didn't get to complete.
How did you run into the moose?
So we started walking. We were going up the hill, and like I said, he stopped one time to throw a stick off of the trail, and he was just amped to get up his sandcastle so he could show his friend. And then I stopped, or I slowed down rather, to grab a stick of gum out of my pocket, and he started just kind of creeping, man. He wasn't very far, like here to where those otter pops are on the wall. Not very far at all. But as I was putting in the gum, he starts getting around. He's going to be going around a corner. So if you're at me, he's going to be going around this corner. And so I called out. I said, "Hey, Hux, slow down." And I started scanning over this grass hill, and that's when I saw 2 ears. I said, "Moose!" And so he stops. And I'm looking, and it's a cow, and then across on the trail was a bull. And as I'm almost caught up to him at this point, her ears drop, hackles come up, and I was like, oh shit. And so get my arm around the kid, and she just starts coming. She's up on this hill, but she's far, man. Like, they said 30, Fish and Wildlife said 3 or 30 yards. But she just went, she started, and then
just running at you.
And normally, like, you get those like 1-2 like charges, and then they stop.
Right.
And so as that first one goes off, and you're thinking, okay, she's gonna stop. Oh shit, she's not stopping. And so I was just able to get up there, grab, get the kid behind me, so I'm not aiming towards him, grab it, and pull the hammer down. Smart enough to think about that. So
yeah.
I broke my finger in April, and so not knowing if I'd be able to even shoot. So make sure that hammer's back, and got the hammer back, and in that like brief couple of seconds, the thought processes were, am I overreacting? Like, is she gonna stop? Am I gonna pull this out in front of the kid right now? And then it was, before I could even answer, it was like, oh shit, you gotta hurry up, because you're gonna get nailed, and you're gonna have to cover with this kid. And so as I was pulling out the weapon, pulling that hammer back, let the first round go, all I'm doing is getting ready to brace myself, because she's going to nail us still. And then get the second shot off, so it's to the ground. Then she went right into the woods.
And you ended up shooting her right between the eyes, basically? I saw the picture. It looked like you got her right in the head.
Yeah, man. So the first shot ended up going square right in between her eyes, but down like in between like the nostrils and the eyes. And that's just her on the hill with her head down charging.
Right.
I wish I could take credit for a great shot, but it's luck. I mean, she was right in front of me. I couldn't miss it.
Where'd the second shot hit?
Second shot. So then she posted. So she came to the stop, and I really thought that she was gonna still nail us. And she posted, and so her back is about like your ears, and so I just went side shot, hoping to hit something.
A couple feet away.
And she goes, so 6 feet from where I was shooting and where her tracks were.
And what kind of ammo did you have? Hard cast?
The same barrel loads that I had when I bought that gun in 2008.
Okay, Buffalo Bore hard cast.
Yes, they were the Buffalo Bore, so they had the Buffalo Bore.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Are you glad that you had the revolver, or would you rather have had a 10mm semi-auto? What are your thoughts on semi-auto versus revolver now?
I've always shot that gun really well, better than all of my my other handguns, and so I actually really like everything about that weapon. So I pick it, especially over the reliability, over the not knowing if it's gonna since the 10s do malfunction, have more hiccups than my other Glock, toolbox guns.
So that's a thumbs up for revolvers then. Interesting. I feel better about my Ruger now. Awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you and your son are okay, and that's an amazing story. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Oh, dude, you weren't even done with it yet.
Oh, what else happened?
Dude, that's the. So then she runs off on that second shot into the woods, and so if you're me, she goes off into this little woods, and so I at that point took my step back, grabbed Huxley, broke him back and all, and started just walking back on the trail. We get a few feet back, and she comes out on the trail. I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. She comes right back to the middle of the trail, looks left, up, looks right, ears drop, and starts charging again.
After you shot her in the face?
After I shot her in the face, after I shot her on the side, so that's where I was like, oh fuck. When she's coming back, I'm like, I might have missed. I might have pulled that shot. I have no idea what my finger's gonna do right now. And so and maybe the adrenaline's going so much, blah, blah, blah. I might have missed those 2 shots and just actually scared her, which is why she's coming back. And so, with the kid in the arm, and again, I'm thinking, where can I throw him on this trail to get him behind a tree? And there's nowhere. And so, just praying that she's gonna stop. She's not. So I turned all the way. I had to pull it back, hammer down, and then shot. She kept coming. Shot. I'm thinking, fuck, that's 4. I got 2 more left. She's got to turn around. Third one, so it's third one of the second series, got her to stop, and then she went back uphill. And as soon as she turned her back, I turned her back, and we started running. And then they just found her dead after that? And then I ended up burning the corner because the adrenaline was going, and then we get back down, and then APD dispatched the Alaska Fish and Wildlife. They came, and then we had to go find her, and she was dead. Deceased when we got to her.
So just off adrenaline, even though she had a mortal shot, she was still running around.
Crazy. The Fish and Wildlife said that I'm lucky that I had the weapon on me and not the bear spray.
Yeah, wow. And it's probably lucky that it was a 44 Magnum, like a bigger one, too.
That probably helped a lot, for sure.
Man.
Yep. So it was, it was intense. Again, so that when they investigated, in that investigation, it was 30 yards, non-stop charge to her tracks that were about 6 feet away from mine. And so with my reach and her neck and head, they said less than 2 feet distance between my gun and head.
Jeez, that's insane. So basically,
so how she lived.
Point blank range with a 44 Magnum.
Yeah.
That's insane.
You could feel free to share that picture too if you want.
Yeah, I'll put it on there. So Outside Magazine says that you don't need a gun hiking in the woods. Would you disagree with them?
110%. Yeah. Actually, my buddy sent me an article. He's like, you're gonna have all these haters. Be prepared. And so he sends me over this article. I'll have to forward it to you. And they're doing a stat of bear gun protection incidents where they are now currently, and they keep changing it every year and updating it. I think it's in 2014, 15.
I've seen that.
Have you seen this one? Yeah. And then were you the one sent it to me?
No, huh?
Okay. And right now it's like, I think 95% effective.
Yeah.
So,
but Outside Magazine says just bear spray. So go figure.
No, not anymore, man. That's my lesson learned, man. I've
Yeah.
already got bikes. I'm changing all my bike storage to be on bike storage so I can 100% carry my Hill People gear. And
Nice.
no more.
Saved your life and your kid's life, man. That's awesome.
For sure, dude. It was so awesome that we're safe.
Yeah.
Because it would have been a totally different story, man. Jess is visiting us in the hospital or at the morgue.
Yeah.
So
Scary.
But yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for sharing the story.
My pleasure, bro.
Outdoor adventure. No.